Spirit Manifest, the geometric description of energy, explains how human beings take the unique form of cone, which is more like an hourglass. A single cone has two sides and goes off into infinity. And I say that the human being takes this form for their soul. We get from a cone the conic sections, or the curves that you know of as ellipse, hyperbola, parabola, and circles. I'll show you here how we originally, from Apollonius, generate the cone, and how he uses planes that then pass through it and create the parabola, hyperbola, and ellipse. Most of human knowledge is based on these forms, and this is in part how it is that we know that our souls are formed this way. The moment of birth is important because at the moment of birth you get your center of gravity, and the center of gravity corresponds to this point here, the apex of the cone. We'll see here what the center of gravity is emphasized in this picture, and also the other locations. This is a human being with a tree, and the center line is the access, is the stillness of the divine light that goes through each person. Here we have a single person swimming, a single person, the soul of a person with a flower. Here we have the difference between a fair person and a biased person. There's two kinds of cones. A right cone that looks like most of these cones you're seeing, and one that is formed so that it's literally on a slant. We call that an oblique cone. And biased people or slanted people are like that. Now, you can be a wide or a great-souled person because you perceive much of what's outside of yourself as being inside yourself. Or you can be a fair person and simply limited, such as this. We call that narrow-minded. We have here the terrestrial side of a person's cone, their soul. Here is a Van Gogh. Here we have a 3D model of a single person's cone. The candle represents knowledge, and the rainbow represents the ability to see. We have a mountain there. Now we begin to see what it's like for people to interact. We have here two friends walking in the city at night, and we have their contributions and knowledge and all of the things that go into a person. You get some idea here of what two souls look like. Now we have two souls in love, and all of the words exchanged by the two people. You can see the access lines of these two people who are in love. Here we have two isolated people from the outer space. We can see the moon. We have one and the entire planet, the entire atmosphere, and you can see that one person appears more purple and the other orange, just for emphasis.